What's up, guys? My name is Steve, and today, we are talking about the best cheap JDM cars you should own. So let's get started. Term of JDM stands for Japanese Domestic Market, and it refers to vehicles made specifically for Japanese. Cheap JDM cars offer sporty features and also have low costs of purchase. These are exactly what car enthusiasts want, because people will find everything they need. JDM with rear-wheel drive are amazing at the track, but also at daily driven. They have pretty low-slung cars that help you get a better street feel. Many of them allow you to feel better the power of car because of manual gearbox. Looks is also marked as white point for Japanese. These are very special cars that stand out on the street. Now you know the basics of JDM, I can present you the best cheap JDM cars, in my opinion. Number 4. Mazda MX-5. Even if Miata is small, it impresses with its sporty qualities. It's the car that can provide its owner the maximum amount of driving fun with low costs of purchase and maintenance. Although Mazda has changed everything on the new MX-5, so things get better. A good, pretty little roadster is one of the great, simple, unchanging pleasures of life. The seats are still simple little buckets, and the high center tunnel still helps hug you securely when the cornering gets frenzied. Slightly more cockpit length and a deep breath's more width too, which is most welcome. Your legs and arms are set straight ahead. Gear lever is just an arm's flick from the steering wheel. It's all perfectly laid out, and you are poised for action. The engine fires to a deeper note. It revs, cleanly as you like, to and beyond the 600-700 RPM redline, flowering to 160 brake horsepower when you give it the full beans. It's not a torquey engine, but delivery is predictable. Demolishing that speed is all part of the fun. All its controls matched in effort and travel, so it's a snap to flick down through the gears. The middle pedal is short and snappy, but not so aggressive, and the ABS arrives with real finesse. The 6-speed gearbox is standard on the top-spec version and comes from the RX-8. By almost any standard, it snaps about the gate with ultra-short exactness. But not by one standard, the original 5-speed is even better, and it's still available. Number 3. Toyota Celica GT. In a 242 horsepower variant, Toyota Celica GT is an awesome sport car. This beast could rev up to 8,300 RPM. Toyota Racing Development offered several factory sport mods, including a performance exhaust, short shifter, lowering springs, and a more aerodynamic body kit. Drivers who want to stand out from the crowd will love the Celica GT, as it looks stunning and handles well. It's based on the 190 brake horsepower T-Sport, which means it gets the top-spec 1.8-liter that also is used by various Lotus cars. You'll find close ratio 6-speed box, front-wheel drive, and Toyota's latest stability and traction control. Also, there is lowered suspension, a huge rear wing, and a full body kit. The garage style is completed with side skirts and 17-inch alloys. Inside, the GT's leather and Alcantara seats are excellent, and the controls well placed. GT, it feels sharper than ever. There's a wonderfully alert, living feel to it, and as you slice into corners you can feel the suspension working, bobbling around, in a busy, involving fashion. Any electronic interventions are discreet. Messages stream back from all four corners, and you feel right there, nice and low, at the center of it all. The road manners are the same as the T-Sports, with light, precise steering and limited body roll, making this a great handling car. If you've reached this point, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Remember, your support helps me to continue this channel. Number 2. Acura RSX Type-S. The RSX Type-S is plenty powerful in its own, putting out 212 horsepower and revving to an astonishing 8,000 RPM. It also had its fair share of game-changing engine tech when it was new. All that engineering meant it had a smoother idle, better throttle response at low RPM, and a more consistent power delivery. RSX feels nimble, agile, and easier to drive than most today cars. The fun-to-drive spirit is still there. The seats are still comfortable, the VTEC system still makes fun noises, and the interior still feels good, even by 2021 standards. Acura knows just how much the Integra Type R and its descendant, the RSX Type-S, meant to the automotive world. The Type-S's horsepower rating over 200 might not seem like a lot by today's standards. But when it's coming from a naturally aspirated 1.8-liter engine, it feels positively heroic. Neither the RSX and the Integra are both models made high-performance driving feel much more attainable to average buyers. With high-performance versions like the Type R and the Type-S, it felt like you were getting something special. Even though it was a relatively affordable front-wheel drive car, the Type R produced more horsepower per liter than any other naturally aspirated car in the United States before it. Number 1. Mitsubishi Eclipse. The 2000 Mitsubishi Eclipse is redesigned inside and outside, being based on the Gallant sedan platform. V6 power is now available, but the spunky turbocharged engine is gone. With a twin cockpit design, the interior is symmetrical and functional, with some components appearing melded into the dash while others, like the fuel and temperature gauge, protrude aggressively. Materials include soft touch appointments with crude titanium finish details, but on the lesser trim levels, they look a bit low grade. Eclipse is now offered in 3 trim levels: RS, GS, and GT. The base engine has grown to 2.4 liters and gone to 155 horsepower. The high-end GT model comes equipped with a 3.0-liter V6 engine, making 205 horsepower. The turbo engine has been dropped in favor of the more refined V6. Regardless of which engine is selected, a 5-speed manual transmission is standard on Eclipse. For those who desire an automatic tranny, Mitsubishi offers a 4-speed automatic. Standard equipment on every 2000 model includes power windows and door locks, an engine immobilizer, and anti-theft system. Also, there are microfiltered air conditioning, height-adjustable driver's seat, CD player, and auto-off headlights with 3-minute time delay. The mid-level also gets standard 16-inch wheels, cruise control, power sunroof, remote keyless entry, fog lamps, lumbar support, and a split folding rear seat. Step up to the GT, consumers will receive the larger engine, improved brakes, upgraded seat fabric, and wider tires. The power sunroof is optional on the GT, even though it comes standard on base one. What do you think about these cars, and which one is your favorite? Say your opinion below in the comments. Also, if you appreciate my work, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon.